What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at all the reveals from San Diego Comic-Con 2024 Day 3. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So it has already been an excellent San Diego Comic-Con 2024 for wrestling figure collecting. So many WWE reveals. Today, we got a ton of AEW reveals, as well as independent action figure producers. A lot of great stuff coming our way. But honestly, if you are a casual collector, you're going to have to pick and choose because this is coming in such volume that it is a little bit overwhelming. But we are going to get right into it. First off, starting off with Epic Toys. They showed off this Dr. Death Steve Williams retro that we did know was coming. He is going to have a soft goods robe, as you can see. Typical red trunks, split knee pads, red and white boots with the flames, and the skull and crossbones with the death on it. Pretty cool. I wasn't exactly a huge Dr. Death guy ever, but I think it's a very toyetic figure when he has a soft goods robe on. I'm on the fence if I'm going to pick this up, but I am a retro fan, and I do think it would be toyetic when it's got all the gear on. So shout out to Epic Toys for showing off something this year at Sdcc. And my friend Mitch over at Grapplers and Gimmicks, Hastel Toy, he showed off these Brain Busters, going to be a 2-pack. And honestly, I think they look pretty good. New body molds, obviously the exact same torso and legs on both Arn and Tully. Different heads, different arms. I like it. I like that Arn has that like headlock arm and Tully has the point. Pretty cool. It does look like Tully is like a little bit probably larger than he normally is, but I mean, you know, what would Hasbro have done? They would have done something very, very similar to this, right? That's what you do in toy production. You reuse torsos and stuff. I think it's cool. Brain Busters are coming to that retro style, and I think it's very fitting for the Hasbro era. So great job on these. I'm loving how they're looking so far. And he also showed off the British Bulldog in the bikers, the Bulldog bikers. He's got the arm tassels, long hair Davey, absolutely jacked, and honestly has a really good shine to it. This literally looks like a Hasbro. He's really improving on those the shine and everything that he's doing with these retro figures. So shout out to Mitch. Really excited for what's to come from Grapplers and Gimmicks. Now, KWK, Kayfabe Heroes from Sean NG, he showed off the Series 1 Comic Kid that is coming. You know, this looks awesome. It's Max Moon, Comic Kid, whatever you want to call it. Removable gauntlets, removable shoulder pads. But man, I don't even need the entrance gear. I think the figure looks excellent as it is without the entrance gear. We'll take a look at it with it on. Way more toyetic with the gear off, surprisingly. But still a very great figure. You have the option of how you want to display this. But there is a variant in the yellow, which is also just as toyetic. But if you're sticking to definitive figures, you might want to just stick with the blue. But honestly, I think I need to get both. Loving how these are looking, and there he is loaded up with the gear. The entrance gear looks a little bit better on the yellow variant, but as I said, the blue is definitely like the Max Moon that everybody thinks of. He showed off Series 2 Sylvain Grenier and Rene Dupree in matching gear. Again, the torsos and the legs are the same. Very similar arms. I know that they're going to have like a flag and some entrance gear. These look great so far. Just, I don't think they necessarily fit the rules of my collecting, but they do look great. TJP, another one. Doesn't really fit my rules, but man, he nailed the likeness on this hand-painted prototype. The face looks just like TJP. And we have Taka Michinoku getting a figure in 2024. He's got the blonde highlights in the front with the typical Taka tights, the little shorts, and I'm sorry, the short tights, as well as like those ASIC wrestling sneakers. Very, very cool. But again, I don't really know if Taka fits into my rules or not. So this is probably going to be a pass for me. But the Conquistadors, I definitely would be picking up. And he showed off a mocked up sample of the prototype, which is Conquistador Uno, and they're going to come with these like entrance capes, which I think is really cool, as well as Conquistador Dos, again with the entrance cape. I think they look excellent. For two masked guys where he could have used the exact same head, I think it's great that they're different heads. So shout out to Sean N. He also showed off the lineup for Kayfabe Heroes Series 3, which is going to be Laredo Kid versus Sam Adonis, which is Corey Graves' brother. The Great Kabuki versus Ox Baker, which we'll get into it, but this is the figure set that I did not think I needed. And Samurai Del Sol and Metalik, Grand Metalik, getting a retro style figure. Initially, he said that Samurai Del Sol was going to be two different versions of him, but now it's going to be Metalik, which I like. Here is the Great Kabuki. Very cool. I'm loving this mask that he comes in. It really reminds me of like a saw trap, but it looks excellent. Check this out with it off. He's got that like screaming, psychotic look on his face. Very cool. Note the shoes, the feet, the split toe feet. Very cool. He also has an alternate head where he's going to be like blowing the smoke, which I think is really cool. And there's the head without the smoke accessory. Ox Baker is going to come with a stretcher, entrance shirt, and man, look at that head sculpt. Absolutely excellent. You'll also notice that the feet on these are much more proportionate to the rest of the body. There he is without the entrance shirt. This figure is a must-have for me. Did not think I would ever say that about an Ox Baker figure. He also showed us what is going to be in Kayfabe Heroes Series 4, which is going to be the Oriental Express, Kato and Pat Tanaka. We got Bull Nakano and ODB, as well as Flash Funk and Alex the Pug, which is pretty cool. Did not think we were going to be getting a Flash Funk this year. I would have loved an Elite, but the fact we're getting a retro, sign me up. That is a must-have for me. We did get a quick look at the ODB and the Bull Nakano. So here are the ODB. These are some mock-ups, two different figures. As you'll notice, different arms that can be interchanged, as well as heads. These are all one figure, going to be included in there, different heads, different arms, and comes with the flask, the ODB flask. And here's Bull Nakano. She comes with a nunchuck accessory. Looks great. Tall hair. Much better than Cello Toys alternative. Has that clothesline action arm that you can bend at the elbow. I do think from this angle, the left arm looks super, super long. But, I mean, some retros, that's just how they are. We also saw this where he teased a couple other things that we're going to see in the line. You'll notice Well Done on there. Jake Hager, Fuego del Sol. We got Buddy Landell, Shelton Benjamin, Tenru. Very cool. A lot of cool stuff to come from KWK, Kayfabe Heroes. So shout out to him because, listen, a lot of independent figure producers did not bring it like he did. So good on him. Also, a new toy company, I honestly forget the name of it. I think it's like Mondo News, is putting out a 1/6 scale articulated John Nada figure. And you'll notice the head looks just like Rowdy Piper. Cloth good shirt, cloth good pants, which look great. All of his weapons, gun tucked, glasses, rolled sleeves, shotgun, and check this out, alternate head with the, like, I don't even know what you call it, the ghoul face, I think they call it, the ghoul face from They Live. And he comes with a pack of bubblegum. I have a lot of John Nada figures, but this is the one that is a must-have for me. Absolute pickup. Cannot wait for this. I still wish that reaction figure from Super 7 came out years ago. And now on to the Jazwares stuff. Jazwares Vault is going to be continuing the Ring of Honor line. You will notice here there's going to be another 2-pack, and it's going to be Jerry Lynn and Nigel McGuinness with their respective T-shirts, entrance jacket, as well as championship titles, which we will take a better look at for you. Over here, you'll notice we got the Jerry Lynn shirt. We got the Nigel McGuinness shirt over here. Oh, teasing you a little bit. I like that the Nigel McGuinness jacket has the flag on the inside. Very, very cool. And Brody Lee is getting a Ring of Honor figure. Old school Brody Lee. This is big rig Brody Lee with the short hair and the unique beard and everything. I love it. Cannot wait for it. He's going to come with bandanas that are going to be tied around his arms, which I'm very reminiscent of the R-Truth early Elites. And a cloth goods t-shirt with the big rig Brody Lee logo on it, which, man, I would love to have that shirt right now, the original. Moving on to AEW with some more Jazwares Vault exclusives. We have this golf cart 3-pack. Now, in the early days of Jazwares, Jeremy Padawer said that we were going to be getting a golf cart vehicle. Now, we're not getting a golf cart vehicle, but the packaging on this is the golf cart. Check this out. I'm going to zoom in on the box preview. Look at that. It's going to come in a box where Kenny and Matt Hardy are inside of the golf cart with a strapped in Sammy Guevara. Check that out. Love to see it. Jazwares Vault exclusive. Really cool. I love seeing the knee pads over the jeans. I just think it's a cool, unique look, and really, they only do that in these like hardcore style matches. New head on Kenny. I feel like we've kind of gotten this Matt Hardy, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. An Inner Circle Sammy Guevara. Really cool set. Another Jazwares that we were shown is Orange Cassidy. All right. This is not the Orange Cassidy that we showed yesterday on day 2. This is different with a little slipcase on the cover. Here he is. He's going to have all the typical Orange Cassidy stuff, but he's going to come with the International Champion belt there. Nothing too crazy for me. This one, though, is one that I need. The Legacy of Sting. Very reminiscent of the Evolution of Sting from Toy Biz, which I love. And we're going to take a look. It's going to have Joker Sting. This is like WCW Sting, and this is like an early, almost like Blade Runner Sting. Like, very cool. This is such a deep cut. I'm not sure how limited these are going to be. It does not say on any of them, but I got to imagine it's going to be around 4,000. This is a must-get for me. And there's also going to be a House of Black 3-pack that's going to feature this Brody King with the Trios Championship, the entrance gear. I think we've already gotten that. The most toyetic man in AEW with all these tattoos and an interchangeable mask head. Buddy Murphy, same thing. Entrance gear, Trios Championship, the painted face, and the entrance mask head, which, dude, that looks awesome. These figures are incredible. And last but not least, Malachi Black, same thing. Trios Championship, all of his tattoos, face paint, and the mask head, which, again, I'm stoked for this. And here it is in the package. You'll notice that they're going to be wearing the masks in the package with their actual heads off to the side, which I think is the way to go. Stoked about this. I love how Jazwares does their exclusives with the unique packaging. They always bang it out of the park. Look at that golf cart. Look at this one. A+. So cannot wait to get these. I'm a big fan of the Jazwares Vault. And more exclusives. Ringside Collectibles is going to be doing an all-in Black Machismo Jay Lethal figure, which, dude, this is awesome. And I think that Fig Vault is going to need this for his Macho Man shelf because it's that good. I love Black Machismo. I love his impression of Macho Man. Really cool. And it's funny that his first figure in the AEW line is going to be as Black Machismo. He does have the tongue out additional head, which also looks great. Removable hat and glasses, as well as the championship. And they are getting Timeless Tony Storm as an exclusive at Ringside Collectibles. Black and white box with her on the front. Very, old noir style pose. And then on the back has the figure. And there she is, black and white. I love to see it. I love that it's a black and white figure. I love that the title is black and white. Only thing in color is her lips. I think this is the way to go, and this could be a really good seller. I love that she has the little pump right there, to beat you with, which is pretty cool. Very unique figure, and I think this will be a really good seller. She is very, very hot in the times of AEW. And a lot of people were wondering if the Supreme collection was over. Well, it turns out it's not. Still a Walmart exclusive, one at a time, but we are getting Jon Moxley Supreme. He's going to come with the BCC t-shirt, BCC zip down hoodie, interchangeable hands, interchangeable legs. Both look, we've gotten so many. They don't look bad. Three interchangeable heads, as well as his dog tags. Looks great. And here it is in the package. I am a completist on the Supreme, so I definitely will be picking this up, but I can't say it's the most exciting Supreme for me personally. But next is definitely an exciting one. We are going to be getting a Will Ospreay Supreme collection figure, which is pretty awesome. Now, they also showed off a new line, which I thought was pretty unique and interesting. We are going to be getting a new style of AEW figures. I forget what they're called. I think just premium, maybe. And first up is going to be a Shop AEW exclusive, Mercedes Moné. And here she is. And there she is in the box. I believe they called it the premium. It's like a limited edition one. or maybe it was something else. I forget. But it starts at a P, and it's kind of like a step between Unrivaled and Supreme, it seems. So a lot of accessories. A lot of people were comparing it to a doll with how many accessories she comes. But I think the packaging is pretty cool and unique, and it does kind of give like a doll vibe. But I mean, I'm here for it. And there is a hard copy test shot prototype of it. Now, moving on to the mainline lineups, Unrivaled Collection Series 16 is going to have Austin Gunn with a removable headband, which I love, sunglasses, interchangeable hands, and a tag team championship. But you can't have Austin Gunn without his brother, Colton Gunn, who's also going to have a tag team championship, and Gun Hand with another interchangeable fist. Julia Hart is going to have a mask accessory and hat accessory in the all black. Really cool. It's about time we get Julia Hart. Some of these figures do seem a little bit more up to date as we go. You'll see. And Takeshita is going to have a Chase 1 of 5,000 in Series 16. Also in this set is going to be the Hardy Boys. Those Matt and Jeff are coming, but they just don't show off unsigned talent. So they are still coming. Unmatched Series 11 is going to have Bryan Danielson with 2 heads, both with the eye patch on. Very unique, very different. I'm wondering if he's going to have cloth goods or anything, but so far this is unique, different, very, specific to a specific short period of time in his career, but, fun. And Darby Allin in this awesome long pink bleeding coat, which I love. Down for any Darby Allin figure, so sign me up. This looks great, especially with the paint blotches all over him. Love it. And yes, we're finally getting Surfer Sting in the AEW line, albeit very, very plain red boots, yellow tights with just Sting down the side, but we will take it. 2 interchangeable heads that are both fitting for this gear. You'll notice one is like a Screaming with the black and yellow face paint, and the other is kind of like he looks like he's been cracked out on a bender for a couple days with the yellow, red, and black face paint. Both look awesome. Definitely picking up the Surfer Sting luminaries in Unmatched Series 11. Will Ospreay is getting a figure in there as well. Interchangeable head, stoic, and kind of Screaming with interchangeable hands, the black and green gear. I'm sure some of these will have soft goods. A lot of people comment, oh, no soft goods, no soft goods. A lot of times on renders, they do not show soft goods because they are not digitally designed. They're not 3D. So, and also Sky Blue, this is pretty up to date with her current character. I'm loving seeing it. She's got the crown. She's got the what do they call that? The train in back of the dress. Very cool. All the face paint on her. I would have loved original Sky Blue personally with the backwards hat. I thought that was really cool. But one thing that Jazwares does for their women figure is, man, they always give them a booty if they have one. You got to comment on it because clearly they take the effort to do it. Not something that you really think of with figures, but man, they do it with anybody who has one. So shout out to Jazwares on that, I guess. And also Jay White. Now, we're already getting a Jay White exclusive, but I thought this was kind of cool that he is going to have the cardboard cutout as well as a shirt. So this is the Chase 1 of 5,000 in Series 11. And the 1 of 3,000 is another Sting, but this is not Surfer Sting. No, this is Blade Runner Sting. This is what I've wanted for so long. It's a shame that it's limited to 3,000. It's going to be tough to find, but Blade Runner Sting is coming. He's going to have his chain. He's going to have his sunglasses and an interchangeable head. And look how good these heads are, man. He's got the lipstick on with the lines coming down. Awesome. 2 different styles of face paint. Now I would just love to have the Blade Runner Ultimate Warrior. Would have been awesome to match maybe one day. But right now I am happy with Blade Runner Sting. Thank you, Jazwares, for not canning this one. Moving on to Unrivaled 17, Ricky Starks is returning with his entrance vest, that like Louis Vuitton style one. Stoked that this is coming. This is like more modern Ricky Starks, so I'm happy to see it. Kill Switch. I thought this was very unique. I was just talking to Fig Vault about how Luchasaurus never got another figure after his first 2, and he definitely could have had one. This is a Kill Switch with the entrance gear as well as the little loincloth style thing right there. We got Christian Cage. This is Your Father is Dead Christian Cage. He's got a microphone. He's got the turtleneck sweater as well as the blazer. Very cool. I mean, he's been this character for quite some time, so it's very necessary for him to have this. And Adam Copeland, Rated R era. We're already getting another one. I'm not really sure it's necessary for him to have another one in the line already, but different head sculpt, looks pretty good. And Swerve Strickland. This was a tough figure to find, his first one, so it's about time. He's got the cloth goods, it seems, interchangeable hands, and a new head sculpt. And Willow Nightingale is entering into the line, and that's not the only one she's going to get in this series. Adam Copeland is also the Chase 1 of 5,000 in this series with a Copeland era t-shirt and a beanie head, which actually I think looks better than the standard edition figure. And Willow is going to be the 1 of 3,000, but obviously there's no difference in these sculpts, it appears to me, other than the head. Same exact body and everything else. We also saw the Unmatched Collection Series 12 is going to have Kenny Omega, Mercedes Moné, Roderick Strong, Jon Moxley, The Juice, and Ric Flair. I guess a Luminaries Ric Flair, which is pretty exciting. I'm hoping that he's going to have a cloth goods robe. And Unrivaled Series 18 is going to have Samoa Joe, Okada, Penta, Mark Briscoe. I honestly forget this girl's name, if I'm being completely honest. Mariah May, I believe her name is, and Jack Perry. So I'm excited for this whole series. I would have loved to seen renders of these, but unfortunately we don't see them. A lot of cool stuff. No WWE stuff really shown off today. AEW and a lot of indie. So comment below. Let me know your favorite thing that was shown off today. And make sure you head over to Amazon right now to pick up my book, which you could take a look at right now. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. So, that is everything for this day. Hopefully, we'll see more on Sunday, the last day of San Diego Comic-Con 2024. So far, we have seen a ton of new stuff. So comment, let me know your favorite thing that you saw and what you're looking forward to. And hopefully, we see something new from WWE. Usually, they give us a couple teasers on the last day. Hope you guys like this video. Comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeel. Twitter is at TheFigHeel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia and sign up for Whatnot at whatheel.com, and you will get $15 off your first purchase. Take it easy, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at whatheel.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.